Are you working? What kind of work do you do?
I'm going to talk to you about some things that I've learned in my journey. Most from experience, some of them I heard in passing, many of them I'm still practicing, but all of them I do believe are true.
You're listening to Grit and Gain, the podcast for young professionals hungry for success. Join Marco Velasquez as he unpacks over 2 decades of climbing the corporate ladder, sharing lessons, tips, and strategies to help you accelerate your career.
Welcome to Grit and Gain, where your decision to tune in is an investment in your career. Because true success comes from embracing the grit, doing the hard work, and earning the reward. Today we're diving into a topic that might seem small, but actually has a major impact on your reputation, character, and leadership potential. Discretion in the workplace, and more specifically, the importance of avoiding gossip and unnecessary conversations about others. You know, it's so easy to get caught up in workplace conversations and chatter, but how you handle those moments can either elevate your professional image or undermine it. Let's break down why discretion is one of the most valuable qualities you can cultivate and how it can set you apart as a leader even early in your career. First, let's get to the heart of why gossip is so damaging. Workplace gossip, no matter how harmless it might seem in the moment, almost always leads to a loss of trust. It paints you as someone who focuses on the wrong things, as someone willing to engage in conversations that pull people down rather than lift them up. In short, gossip creates a negative environment, and when you participate in it, you signal that you're more interested in drama than in driving positive results. It can easily spread and reach the ears of the very people you're discussing, or worse, your leaders, leaving you with a reputation that's hard to shake. Now think about this. When you're someone who's known for keeping things professional, for not engaging in office gossip, people are more likely to trust you with important conversations, with sensitive information, and with leadership roles down the line. Why? Because they know you're focused on the bigger picture and not getting caught up in small, unproductive distractions. Years ago, I remember a mentor sharing with me that discretion, it isn't a bad word, and oftentimes it's discretion that helps build character. So what does discretion really mean? Discretion means knowing what to say, when to say it, and to whom. It's a fundamental part of building your character, and character is what people remember long after any individual project or meeting. When you exercise discretion, you're showing that you have integrity, that you respect others, and that you can be trusted to handle professional matters responsibly. You become known as someone who avoids unnecessary drama and instead focuses on what really matters, getting the job done and building positive relationships. This not only makes you someone people want to work with, but it also makes you someone people look up to. You know, here's the thing. Leadership isn't just about a title. It's about how you carry yourself in every interaction, every decision, and yes, every conversation. When you rise above gossip, you're demonstrating leadership, even if you're not in a formal leadership role yet. Leaders know how to keep their eye on the big picture. They know that engaging in gossip not only wastes time, but also creates division and distrust within a team. When you rise above it, you're showing that you're more concerned with finding solutions, moving forward, and achieving results, not getting bogged down in petty issues. And here's where the real power lies. People notice. Your colleagues, your managers, even your higher-ups will notice when you consistently avoid gossip and demonstrate discretion. Over time, this builds your credibility and helps position you as someone who's ready for bigger responsibilities. So how do you actually practice discretion and avoid gossip, especially in environments where it's common? Well, here are a few key strategies. Number 1, steer the conversation away from gossip. If you find yourself in a situation where others are gossiping, politely steer the conversation in a more positive or neutral direction. So for example, if a colleague starts talking negatively about someone else, you can shift the focus by saying something like, I haven't had that experience with them, but let's talk about how we can move forward on this project. Number 2, know when to walk away. Sometimes the best thing you can do is simply remove yourself from a conversation. If you feel the discussion is heading into the gossip territory and you can't redirect it, it's okay to just excuse yourself politely. Number 3, stay focused on facts, not opinions. In situations where you need to talk about someone's performance or behavior, keep it factual and constructive. Stick to what's relevant to the job at hand and avoid letting the conversation devolve into personal critiques or unnecessary commentary. Number 4, be mindful of what you share. Discretion isn't just about avoiding gossip. It's also about being careful with the information you share. If you're trusted with sensitive details, whether they be about company plans or team dynamics or individual colleagues, keep that trust intact. Know when to share information and when to keep things confidential. Number 5, lead by example. Even if others are engaging in gossip, when you demonstrate that you won't participate, you're leading by example. Over time, you'll likely find that others will actually follow your lead, or at the very least, they'll respect you for staying out of the unnecessary drama. At the end of the day, exercising discretion isn't just about avoiding gossip. It's about building your character and demonstrating leadership. When you choose to rise above office politics, you show that you're committed to something bigger, your own professional growth and the success of the team as a whole. Leadership isn't just about the decisions you make in front of the room. It's about the quiet decisions you make every day, like choosing not to engage in negative conversations or focusing your energy on productive, positive discussions that move you and your team forward. So here's my challenge to you. The next time you find yourself in a situation where gossip or unnecessary conversation is happening, pause and ask yourself, is this helping or hurting my professional goals? If it's not helping, steer the conversation back to what matters or simply step away. Remember, the path to success isn't always about the big, obvious choices. It's also about the small, daily decisions you make that build your character and demonstrate your leadership. Let's keep making those choices together.
Thanks for tuning in to Grit and Gain. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to rate the podcast and share it with a friend or colleague who's looking to grow their career. For more ways to fuel your career, visit gritandgain.com. And don't forget to email your questions or suggestions to gritandgainhq@gmail.com. Keep pushing forward. Embody the grit, earn the gain.